Did you have any other names that you were going to think before Geek Bomb?
Nah.
You were just like,
loved Geek Bomb.
It is Geek Bomb.
I wanted Geek Bomb. As soon as I said it, I was like, yes.
Okay.
Dropping the bomb. Geek to the bomb.
Geek to the bomb.
Bomb.com.
Ooh.
And then geekbomb.com was taken, and I've been harassing this guy, and he won't budge.
What's there?
Nothing. A blank screen. And I feel like if I look really closely, it says, fuck you, Maude. Hello, guys. Welcome to Powered by Geek Bomb. Geek, how do you say it? Khail Anonymous joining me on today's show.
Geek Bomb.
Geek Bomb.
Not .com.
Did you say .com? Is this your accent? I heard .com.
.com.
Calm.
Sounds like it's still anyway.
Yeah, right?
Oof.
So don't knock me when I say Geek Bomb.
Geek Bomb. Okay.
You are listening/watching Powered by Geek Bomb, which is where we ask you what you're currently playing, watching, reading, and doing. It's an acronym. I love a good play on words. I make good names for things.
Yeah, Geek Bomb's a good choice.
Thank you. Dropping the bomb, dropping the geek. Khail, you're at Yahoo these days, doing vids every day, talking about all things in the entertainment arena.
Yep, been doing that for a long time.
Sure have. So here's a lovely bit of backstory. Khail and I met back in 2013, the year I moved over to America, and we were at Comic-Con with many other journalists or entertainment reporters, as I like to call myself, since I don't journal all East ever. And we were interviewing a lot of celebrities. And we bonded because there was another reporter that decided to kind of break protocol and steal all the questions when we're supposed to be having a question each, because we're only allowed 3. And if there's 3 people, you get a question each.
It's war out there.
Oh, it's tough, which is why it can be a little bit competitive. Khail and I we have very unique interviewing styles.
We're weird.
We're a little out there, and I believe I was dressed as Hit Girl.
You were dressed as Hit Girl?
And
I didn't totally recognize you the second time I saw you. You're like, I was dressed as Hit Girl. I was like, oh.
That's right. You didn't recognize me at all. I was like, hey, Khail!
You had the eye thing.
And purple hair.
Who would have known that actually works? In comics, you're just like, what? If they wear that, I totally recognize them.
And it sounded the same. This is a very unique voice when you're in LA. Not everyone sounds like this.
I don't know a lot of tall, blonde Aussies, so you think it would have been a trigger, so.
Anyway, long story short, you had a zebra cane, and we kind of had this thing where we were watching each other work, and we were like, respect. I dig that.
I love that it's like, so Hit Girl and Zebra Cane.
Yeah.
We're at
That
Comic-Con.
sounds like a comic name.
Yeah, but mine doesn't sound like I have powers.
Are you kidding?
Zebra Cane? Sounds like the cane has all the powers.
Yeah, that's true. But you are the possessor of said cane.
It's true.
It's like Green Lantern.
It's like Green Lantern. I was thinking that
cool
too,
with
yeah.
Coloring. But what we do in our line of work is we have sit-downs with celebrities. So we talk about their upcoming project, and the camera rolls, and we've literally maybe not even got 5 minutes. Usually they go fine. For example, Charlize Theron told me that I need to get laid this one time. Take a look.
Circumstances that you can't really prepare for. Like a fucking snake in the bush. Like, how, that could just be...
It's a euphemism as well.
It's really... Oh, someone's got something on her mind. Wow.
But you're right, like in the day.
You might want to take care of some stuff before you come and do these press junkets.
Wow.
Yeah, and she was right. But you had a walkout recently.
Yeah. I mean, we've all had bad interviews.
Oh, yeah, my worst. I'll happy to name and shame. Steve Buscemi.
What?
Oh, awful. So bad.
Okay, well then spill or show.
Okay, so ask me about my new movie.
So your new movie is doing pretty well. Can you tell me a little bit about the plot and the synopsis?
Yeah. It's good. People are liking it.
Well, your character seems to be a little bit kind of like you in a little way. Is that true?
What do you mean by that?
In that it's similar to your personal life a little bit.
Is it?
Did he not like you?
Is it? So
Could you
did
tell
that to
when
everyone.
you walked in?
So what happened was everyone who was leaving the interview room, they were white, practically shaking, and they were like, that was bad. And I was like, it can't, every single person. I was like, what is happening in there? And then I got in there and I was like, oh, it's really bad.
Yeah.
It was for the incredible Burt Wonderstone. So I decided to just talk the whole time. So I told him about my theory where it's, how you're not supposed to reveal the magician's secret? That was one of his answers. You're not supposed to reveal the magician's secret. That was his way of getting out of something. And I was like, holy shit. It just occurred to me that all of these volunteers and all of these assistants that you have that you're sawing in half, You're actually sawing them in half. They're people that told the secret.
Oh.
And that you're killing them.
That's the way to dispose of them.
Yep. They become the magic act. You're killing them because they revealed the secret. And I thought it was the most brilliant thing I'd ever said.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, huh. The worst part was, I actually don't know if it's the worst or the best, but as he was leaving for the day, I was lining up for my next interview. He walks past me and he stops and he's like, you're funny. And keeps walking. And I was like, but you didn't laugh.
Oh,
but you had someone walk out and it was quite quickly and it wasn't even your fault.
Yeah, no, I walked in. They long story short, they weren't having a thing.
So they were a little bit annoyed about something that happened in the media
About something.
that put him in a bad light.
And they
Took it
walked
out
and it was really intense. Because I've had bad ones. I turned down Meryl Streep because I was like, I'm scared. I was like, I
will not make that out alive. Make out with her?
I'd make out with Meryl Streep.
Yeah?
I would tell everyone.
You got streeped. So what happened in this one? And he's an A-lister, guys.
He's an A-lister. And like the PR reps were incredible because afterwards they're like, we're not giving you the footage. Like, we don't want this getting out there, which is why I can't say a lot about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was the.
Can you just verbatim? What was the line? I'm not doing this.
He's like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this. I'm not. It was after I shook his hand, and then like we had a couple sentences, and it wasn't based on those couple sentences, and then a light went off in his head, and then he said a few things about the thing, and then said, I'm not doing this, and walked up, and I thought it was a joke at first. And I was just like, oh, whatever. And then his co-star stayed. And then
That's so awkward. He left
I forgot about that
co-star.
He left the co-star. And so I'm interviewing the co-star who I only had one question for. And then,
Oh no!
And so I asked the one question and then I go,
What do you think your co-host would have thought about this?
well, yeah, I did something like that. I just kind of worked the questions, but I went, can you come back? And he's like, he's not coming back. Just keep asking the questions. And so I repurposed the question and also pulled one out of my ass.
Nice. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Yeah, we do that. Step repeats, pull them out of your ass all the time. Step repeats is when you go to like a convention or like a red carpet.
Kind of a backdrop like that.
Yeah, just like, and then they just kind of like walk to one person, walk to the next person.
Well, when we're doing Comic-Con, there were so many movies back to back that a lot of the time they were putting the cast down the line of us waiting to interview them, and the movies would get jumbled up, or the cast would get jumbled up because some would go slow, some would go fast, and so they're like, you're up, you have 2 questions, and you're looking at this celebrity, the actor, and you have no idea who they are or what movie it is. So you're like, oh, this Comic-Con, hey?
Yeah, you're like, so what do you think? Have you ever been out there? What would you dress as? Because you'd be like waiting for Jennifer Lawrence to come by. You're like,
yeah,
okay, I gotta prep. I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of time. This is a guy from Underworld. He's like the writer. I'm like, so are you scared of wolves? Like you don't have to just pull something out of your ass.
Beats the overworld. Am I right? Anyway, Powered. It's an acronym.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to ask you what you're currently playing, watching, reading, and doing. What you playing?
Playing Mad Max.
You're playing.
Did you know there was a Mad Max game
From Warner Brothers?
Yeah.
And they originally had an American actor playing Mad Max, and then a petition was signed because they were so annoyed that he wasn't Australian that they actually had to revoice it with an Australian actor.
Oh.
Is he Australian in it?
Yeah, I think. I don't remember. I can't remember now that you've like got into my head.
I remember that because I was at E3. It would have been 3 years ago.
I think he might be American or English.
Oh, maybe they didn't do it. Maybe they were. Apparently there was a bunch of us really pissed off.
Which you guys,
Yeah, we don't have much. We've just got Wolverine, Kate Blanchett, who's just the best at everything.
Yeah.
We gotta hold on to this shit.
Yeah. It's really fun, and I can't believe you didn't know about it. It came out, and you basically just drive around this like wasteland.
It's called Fallout.
You have a car, and you smash into other cars, and you punch people.
So it's like Wayne Gretzky's hockey, but from Mad Max.
Yeah, it's a hockey game, but with no ice or water. You heal yourself by drinking water, which I think is stupid.
Well, no, because water is a rare commodity in Mad Max. That's the whole premise of Mad Max.
Yeah, but would you heal if you drank water?
I'd feel a little bit better, I bloody tell you what.
If someone punches you in the face, you're just like, hold on a sec.
I am parched.
Yes! And then you start punching him.
What if you needed the water to take your medication?
Okay. Yeah, I'll buy that.
Give me a call, guys.
You can't swallow pills just straight up.
I'd rather not.
Yeah, I know it feels bad. Because you can feel it. Somebody is going to take all the sounds that you make from this, and it's not going to go well. Soundboard. Maude soundboard. Sound Maude.
No, because you say... Oh, no, it doesn't work. It works when you say... I say bored and Maude. But when you say bored and Maude...
Sound Maude.
Bored and Maude.
Sound Maude. Okay. We'll workshop it. We'll get back to you guys.
I can say it.
Yeah.
So you're playing Mad Max?
It's great. I got it on the winter sale for like the Steam winter sale for like $10.
Nice.
Yeah, and pretty much any game you pay $10 for that's a AAA
pay what
game.
you get. Ah.
It was a blast.
What was your game for last year? What was your game of the year?
I don't remember. I guess Fallout. I don't know. I didn't love Fallout 4. Are you keeping that? Are you gonna do it as a giveaway on your show? It was a Mexican food burp too.
I was trying to prevent that from happening. I was siphoning away my quesadilla.
If you'd like to be on the show and get burped on Mexican food, call 1-800-MAUDE.
Blood. What was your game of the year? 2017.
Overwatch by far. I am a Junkrat main, which not many people are. It's just great because you just lob stuff because people group up when they're trying to like hold a choke point.
Yeah.
And if you get either a Pharah or a Junkrat, you can make them spread around.
Junkrat is another Australian that wasn't voiced by an Australian, but they did a reasonably good job on it.
Yeah, did they?
Oh, g'day, Cobber.
Kaba? Do you say Kaba?
No one says Cobber.
Nobody
it's supposed
says
to be C-O-B-B-E-R, but of course the ER effect is to us. Oh,
can I ask you something I've been wondering about that?
Sure.
So everyone has like a thank you taunt, or like a thank you thing where they're like, oh, thanks, mate, whatever, da-da.
Yep.
One of his is,
No, that's not thank you. It's ta. You say ta.
Does he say ta?
I mean, that would make sense. He was like, yeah, ta is thank you. Ta.
Oh.
Ta.
I wonder if that's what he's saying. Holy shit.
Ah.
Yeah, because it sounds like it's just going, And so anytime I do that, I press the button again because it doesn't sound like thanks. I want to make sure they knew I said thanks. Because I go, and I go, no, say thank you this time. So I go, thanks, mate. So I had to like double up.
Thanks,
so
mate.
I needed to make sure that was a thank you. I wouldn't respect, like if somebody handed me my Whopper and they were like, I
really appreciate you being on the show today. No, that's not it.
She goes,
I'm sorry about that. I ate food so fast. Can you?
Are you a diva main? Is that what you were trying to say?
For sure. Yeah.
Diva, ready for action.
That's pretty good.
Heroes never die.
That's okay.
I'll work on that. Did somebody call a doctor?
That's good. How about, good day, mate?
Fuck. I knew we were coming. I knew we were going to get here. Let's move on to watching. What are you currently watching at the moment?
Man-Seeking Women. Man-Seeking Woman?
Sure.
What was that? Did you guys have the... Okay. Wait, is this like Ellen? Like I get scared at some point? Okay, I don't want to do that. What is that? Just gesturing? What? Oh, anyway. Man-Seeking Woman is Jay Burrell.
Oh, I did see this. I had Hulu and there was
Eric
an ad.
Andre. It's like a surreal dating show. So like he asked this girl out on the subway, walking through the street all confident. People are like giving him high fives, and all of a sudden his phone rings. It's the president. He's like, I just want to congratulate you. You got that great girl's number. So it's like all of the stuff that happens in your head and it's just great. Like this one part, he masturbates all the time, so his hand breaks up with him. It's like it has a little face on it. It's like I can't do this anymore, and then it like runs away, and it's super surreal and it's really great.
Okay,
you gotta check it out. Like you gotta check it out. Yeah. Season 3 just started. I think there's 2 episodes out.
Okay.
But it's like it's a great little secret show, and it's surreal. Like him. It's perfect for the internet culture.
All right. Any movies?
That's you. The last movie I saw was. I'm trying. Oh, La La Land. Did you love La La Land?
I did.
Okay, good. Do you know that
it.
most people didn't love it? They were like, I liked it.
I mean, it was quite sad when you really think about it, but I feel like it appealed to me in the sense of I moved to LA to make it. I moved to LA to do auditions in front of people.
When I watched that, because I've only been to one audition.
Oh, right.
And I did it, and I was like, I'm never doing this again.
Oh, it's awful.
I was like, I'll do anything to not have to do an audition.
I had to put myself to tape the other day.
What does that mean? Put yourself to tape?
On tape. On tape?
Was it an audition on tape?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you could do it over and over and over and over again.
Can.
That's great.
And there's not someone like reading monotonally kind of back at me. Like, you know, when they go, hello, what do you mean you don't know what you're talking about? I mean that I'm supposed to be here at 3 o'clock and you're late. That's what's going on. I'm sorry, there was traffic. You know, it's like, how do you read off that? I realized I wasn't talking to the microphone that entire time.
And then they go, thank you.
Yeah.
And they're just like, and you walk out and you sit with all the other people.
And you'll kind of look the same.
If you see La La Land, it is like on the nose. But yeah, I loved it. I bought the vinyl.
Oh,
it's like a blue vinyl.
What are you reading at the moment?
I brought it.
Yay! You're really new into it.
American Gods. I got into it a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like the names. Everyone's like Shadow and Mr. Wednesday and.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's great.
It's on my to-read list.
Is it?
Yeah, big time. So
I wanted to read it before the show came out. Is that what you're doing?
My next question. Yeah, big time.
Yeah, I've never been ahead. I usually like read it after or during. Are you gonna burp again?
Already did it. You didn't even hear it. You didn't even know it. It looked like I was...
Take a shot every time she burps of hot sauce because she ate Mexican food. But I am so bad at reading. Like I read comics. Like it's easy because it's those are like
a few words.
Just
yes.
and shoot through them.
You look at them.
But I'm so bad at reading and like a bunch of people. My resolution is to be like, I'm gonna read. And I got into this and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. Reading's easy.
Really awesome.
It's really easy. And you get like a window into the character a lot more than you would.
Yes. That's why I really struggle to get into comics because it's doing it all for me.
Oh, wait, you struggle to get into comics?
Yeah, I'm not great at reading comics at all.
It's so easy.
It's so easy. Where's the challenge? I like to be able to switch on my imagination and come up with the characters and how they look and imagine all myself. But with comics, they're doing everything for you and it's just bare minimum dialogue because the actions and the visuals are doing it all for you. I don't like that shortcut. I want to be able to do that myself, which is why I like to read it before I see it.
I do have one problem. For instance, in this book specifically, he keeps describing someone as tall, and each time it sounds like he's describing them taller and taller. He's like, he was bigger than a man, you know, like surprised he could fit in a bathtub, and da-da-da-da. And then he runs into this guy, and he was like, and he was huge. This guy was gigantic, and he's like, and then his friend walked in, that guy was huge, and you're just like, I'm just like, wait, what world are we in? It's just a bunch of giants like sitting around. 5 hamburgers, please. Like everyone is huge in this. Even there was a guy that claimed he was a leprechaun, was bigger than the main character. Like, I don't...
It's called American Gods.
Yeah, I guess so.
You play Smite.
Wait, is that where they're going with this?
Sure.
Mr. Wednesday wasn't huge.
Oh.
He's like the only character that wasn't.
But
I don't know what his deal is. Yeah, I'm in that part where you don't know what everyone's deal is.
NFI.
Yeah, no, I'm like on page 57. Yeah, but I don't know what anyone...
Take a shot for every page Kayla's read.
57 shots.
Over the course of some time.
Maybe of water. If you're hurt, drink water. You'll be fine.
If you're hurt, drink water.
Yeah.
Everybody hurts. Oh, water.
Oh, yeah, you just needed
fine.
that. Yeah, that's great. I can't believe comics are so hard for you to read. Just it's candy.
I love the Star Wars comics, actually. I had a lot of fun with them.
They're so good.
Aren't they amazing?
Yeah.
Oh, and
you can read their characters and like the voices in your head.
So maybe that's what I like about it. They've all been personified already. But Leia, she's with a squadron pilot who looks like me. Tall and blonde. And I was like, finally there's a blonde in Star Wars.
Does it make sense to have a tall pilot?
I think I'm a good driver.
Because you remember that Star Fox cut his legs off so he could fit in a space fighter.
No.
Do you not notice they all have robot legs? He cut his legs off so he could fit inside the space.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Fact check.
It's super gruesome. Notice Fox McCloud's legs, or to be more exact, his lack of them? Yeah, it looks like Fox and friends all have metallic legs. It seems like a random detail they added to make the character look cooler, but there's a disturbing explanation for it.
No.
In real life, fighter jet pilots and astronauts have to wear a G-suit, tight clothing that prevents gravity from making blood rush into their legs. Without a G-suit, they just pass out, and studies have found that pilots are at least twice as bad at their jobs while unconscious.
Zing!
However, the Star Fox games are set in a futuristic society populated by fashion-conscious anthropomorphic animals. The implication is clear. They had their legs amputated as a way to deal with intense G-forces that didn't involve sacrificing their precious open blazers. So they cut their legs off so that they could be better pilots.
I've hit a G-force before. I didn't pass out, but it was after a turn, so my head was to the side.
It's a car thing?
No, it was in a 2-seater plane.
Oh, okay.
A stunt plane.
Okay.
And so when he hit G-force, my head has snapped to the side, and it was applying more and more pressure to the point where I was convinced my neck was going to snap clean off my body.
Is that like the scariest thing that's ever happened to you?
Probably. Yeah, it was like, definitely going to be a quadriplegic any second now.
Besides one of the little like short people from Chucky coming after you.
But I'm actually got a phobia now of let's call them little people, because the Chucky when it came out, no,
He's
don't.
just over there.
Don't
There's a
do
guy
that
in a
to
Chucky
me.
costume.
Don't do
No,
that.
that just happened. Wow.
We're not cutting to a clip.
Nah.
So this is an acronym.
Just find it.
Playing, watching, reading, doing. What are you doing at the moment?
Right now moving.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, that's kind of put a pause on a lot of things. I told a lot of people, just leave me alone. I'm gonna just move.
You gotta
I wanna,
box
because I
life
just
up.
went through a breakup, and I was just like, I need to deal with emotions, and I need to deal with moving, and then we got all these plans, and we're gonna do a bunch of stuff with a bunch of producers and stuff like that. But so that's what I'm doing right now.
Sounds very therapeutic.
Getting
though.
ready. Yeah.
New place, new start, new year, new, everything. And then you get to put in all your items in a new house, and all of a sudden it's exciting again.
Yeah. While I'm stressed, while I had to find while I had to find an apartment, while I had
that's
to
awful. That's
cold call and shit like that. To de-stress, I'd buy like art for my new apartment.
That's an adult thing to do.
Yeah, I'm just like, no, that wouldn't look good. That doesn't fit the motif.
How do you buy art online? Do you have an artist that you like? Or is it...
No, I just kind of like wait for stuff that's that I think I like wait for stuff that has like a really limited run, but like also kind of like is like my personality and stuff like that. But like I used to have. My living room right now has movie posters. It has 6 movie posters that all have the black, white, and red scheme.
Oh.
So my entire living room is black, white, and red.
That sounds
so
very
I have a
adult.
white couch and I have black and red pillows on it. So yeah, that's how I fashion up my place. I did this thing, which is kind of like I want to take that back.
Fashion.
Can you unedit the
No way.
Is there a Premiere
And let's
filter
get
to
that
take
in
off
slow-mo.
me going?
So yeah, that's how I fashion.
And he's gonna keep doing it. I'm
just gonna lean into it. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing.
Tell me about your new artwork that you just got.
So I got these black mirror prints that make them look like pop art.
Oh, that's cool.
Can you
Like
show
Andy
it?
Warhol kind of deal.
Yeah, can you show it?
Yeah, there it is.
It's cool. They made one for every episode, but those are my 2 favorites.
Saint Juniper.
What
Saint Juniper.
is that? Oh, okay.
I'm obviously saying Saint Juniper.
And also Nosedive.
Nosedive. Which one's
Nosedive?
Nosedive?
It's the one where they do the ratings, the human ratings. So you rate anybody you have an interaction with, and your score goes down if they don't like you, and your life isn't as good.
Even the sound effects in that episode was crippling, wasn't it? Ding, ding.
So you can get that as a ringtone for your phone, and you can like set whoever, like if you don't like somebody, you give them a 1-star noise, and it goes beep doop 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 doop.
At the BAFTAs this year, interviewed Bryce Dallas Howard.
How is she?
She's so great. She's a lot like her character in the episode.
Oh, just like super energetic and
Oh
kind
wow,
of
I'm
crazy.
excited to be here. And I felt like going bling.
Oh, did you? Why didn't you do it? She would have loved that. Oh man, she seems cool.
She's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So where can people find you if they want a little bit more kale in their diet?
Just look up my name in Google. That's the best way to do it, because I can be like on Insta and like Twitter, and my Snapchat is
Just look me
BabyLover3000.
up.
Just type my name into Google and it just lists them all. KH is my first name. KHAIL, and then Anonymous.
How do you spell that?
ANONYMOUS.
How do you keep your anonymity? Say it.
It's built in there. Anonymity. I can't say I can't say anonymity. Whatever. What's your word that you can't say?
Billy Colony.
Billy Connolly. Yes. I also can't say particularly. Jeez. We've had it in scripts, and then it would come to that, and they'd be like, "All right," and they change it out. Particularly. He was looking. He had a he was particularly anonymity.
You sound drunk.
I sound like either a little boy trying to say words.
Like Paschetti.
Yep.
I think I told you about this. I'm going to tell the story again because it's my favorite one. When my last radio show ever on this show that I didn't particularly love.
Particularly.
Oh my god.
I thought you did it on purpose. Ugh. She's like, I'm gonna start saying words you can't say.
I'm sorry.
Tell the story. Tell your story.
I'm trying. We did a segment, what word can't you say? And I was like, oh, how bad can this segment go? And one of them couldn't say cinnamon. cinnamon. I was like, well,
Just stop.
yeah.
You're saying the word. You just need to stop. Cinnamon. No. You're just adding stuff.
Someone couldn't say Antarctic.
Oh, that one's hard. Antarctic.
Antarctic, yeah, Antarctic. My favorite one was I can't say the word Chibli. I was like, Chibli? Yeah, Chibli. I'm like, what's Chibli? And like for ages, like Chibli. What are you talking about? You know, Santa comes down the Chibli.
It's cute. That's a cute way to call it a chimney. They're both little adorable words.
Isn't that the best?
Chibli.
But I can't say Billy
How
Connolly.
old was this person?
Oh, an adult.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Anyway, on that note, thank you so much. There will be more powered by Geek Bomb, so please subscribe to the channel if you want to get your ears around that one, or your face, depends how you like to consume your content. And if you like my pun intended, top, PWR'D.net. You can get that one, and there's usually some really good sales on there. You can get like $14.
You can get 14 of them?
You can get 14. What, no?
14 pun intended ones?
No, you can get it for $14.
Well, if someone
Get
wore it
fucked.
every day for like a month, like one of those shirts,
Then it would be Pong intended. That was Khail. Thank you so much for joining me on the show. Looked like he just, punned out of that one.
I dropped something, but I'm gonna leave it.
Well, he's not one for punishment, it seems.
Boo!